Tonight, I'm going to be sleeping outside under the great big sky in the same exact spot that I saw a UFO. Weird light in the sky. Suppressed memories. I looked up, I was like, holy. He was being tortured on a demon spacecraft. Now it's working again. Thanksgiving night a few years ago, my family and I were all sitting down to dinner. We were sitting right here, just to my right. It was a weird light in the sky. It was moving in a weird way, hovering, dropping down, going back up. It was bizarre behavior. At first, I pointed it out to my uncle. I said, "What is that?" He goes, "It's kind of weird." We're looking at it. We're, for minutes. This all went down over maybe 10 minutes. I was sitting at the table over here. I saw it come right up. I saw it come up over the top of the house, the neighbor's house here. Rise up in the sky, move in all kinds of directions. Pointed it out. I said, "What is that?" So we all start looking. We all start filming. I mean, you can see it very clearly in the footage. We saw all this. We were filming it. Didn't know what was going on. So my uncle says, "Is that a drone?" I'm like, "Oh, maybe it is a drone." But it's getting closer and closer and closer. And it's getting to the point where I've owned a drone. I've operated a drone many times, and it's getting to the point where I'm expecting to hear, the drone, the noise. They put off a lot of noise, and I didn't hear it. Nothing was there. We're waiting for, confirmation that it's a drone, basically, and then it sort of started to move away, move out of sight, and boof, gone. Didn't zoom off, nothing like that, just vanished. But there was many lights, and they all seemed to disappear around the same time. I'm here 2 years later in the same backyard where we saw those lights on the same kind of clear night and almost the exact same time of year. Tonight I'm going to be staying out here overnight by myself in the darkness, and we're going to wait and we're going to watch, observe the skies, and see if we see anything weird again. I'm not sure what to expect at all. I'm going to be totally honest, but it's going to be interesting. I'm going to sleep right here all night. In that moment, it's easy to say what it might be. Planes, drones, lanterns, lights. I've seen all those things over the years. You guys already know what I'm into. So there's been a million times in my life where I've sat there and said, "Wow, what is that? That's weird. Oh, it's a plane. Oh man, what the hell is that thing? Oh, it's a Chinese lantern. I'm an idiot." Or like, one time I was out in front of my house in the middle of winter in Montana. I looked up, I was like, holy, that is a UFO. It's moving, dude. It's moving. I even was like yelling at him, like I was pissed. I was like, "You're not messing with me. I was over it. How dare you?" And then I realized it was just the clouds making it look like something was moving. But that night, it was different. We saw this thing moving clear as day. I'm going to get the old footage from my uncle. I'm sure you've all seen those lights back from 1997, I think, the Phoenix lights. I remember seeing those when I was a kid, like when it happened on the news, and was like, whoa, that is weird, man. That is freaking me out. My grandparents live in Phoenix, and I've always thought that Phoenix has a weird, the desert, Roswell. It has a weird feeling down here. It has a weird, just a feeling in the air, like this would be where there's some aliens going down. There's something about being in the desert that just makes you feel a little isolated. And especially, the sky's so open, there's never a cloud in the sky hardly, and you can just see all the millions and trillions of stars. It really does open your mind up to the possibility that there is something going on in the sky, especially lately with the government releasing all these UFO videos, the Tic Tac, the Navy footage. It's weird. Like, what is going on? What do you guys think? I want to know what you guys think is going on with UFOs and disclosure in the comments. Hit me down in the pool in the comments. All right, hit me with the comment right there. That was your comment splashing down there. And the Phoenix lights, thousands and thousands of people saw the Phoenix lights back in 1997. The official government story is that they were launching flares, but at first they said they weren't. So that's a little weird. If you're asking for my input, seems a little cover-uppy. I don't know. I am in Phoenix, so it's not going to be cold. But it might get down in the 50s, 40s tonight, so I got a 35-degree bag that my grandparents got laying around, so... And yeah, I think we're going to put my head down by the pool and not by the creepy bushes. I think that's a solid move. All right, we need a pillow. All right, pillows acquired. Okay, home sweet home for the night. You guys can actually see Orion's belt. I think it should be right about there for you guys. It's kind of on its side. Orion's taking a nap. He's laying down. I've always thought that the UFO subject is both extremely fascinating and terrifying. The idea that there's intelligent beings from other planets just out in the universe. We don't know their intentions. We don't even know how they think. That's what people theorize. Some people claim that they travel 1 trillion miles across space and time to come to Earth and kidnap them and do medical experiments on them. The abductee claims are terrifying. If you've never seen Fire in the Sky, that movie, my God, the image of the alien coming down the tunnel is horrifying. It's seared into my mind. It's seared into my brain. The cover of that book. Oh, what's that book called? I don't even want to see the cover. I honestly don't even want to Google it because then I know I'm going to see the cover of the book and I don't want to see it. I guess we'll do a scary alien book cover. Isn't it called like Covenant or something? Oh, God. Communion. I hate that. I hate it. Oh, now my phone's suddenly not working. That's even creepier. God, man. Communion by Whitley Strieber. Look at that cover. That is horrific. I hate it. And you know, even people say that seeing that book cover has like triggered suppressed memories in them that made them remember that they were abducted. That is, I'm getting goosebumps. I'm getting chills thinking of that. That's what I mean. The subject is absolutely crazy. There's other people who think that they're demons. I don't know. I listened to an interview by that guy, Graham Hancock. I'm sure you guys know who Graham Hancock is. I'm not saying that I'm signing off on anything that guy is done or whatever. I don't look that into it, but I heard an interview with him where he said he was on ayahuasca, and in his ayahuasca trip, he was like abducted by aliens. He was being tortured on a demon spacecraft like it was like it's what's that one movie? He was like, got taken to the Event Horizon ship in his ayahuasca trip for like 1,000 years and was tortured by demons. Like, what is going on there? And then I've also heard other stories. Timothy Renner of Strange Familiars says that he had a gray alien abduction experience, but he woke up in his bed swinging at aliens that weren't there. But what, he was dreaming about that? I don't know. I'm not sure. I've heard other things where people think they were abducted, but they never left their bed. Is it is it an unconscious thing? Maybe I'm losing you guys. Maybe at this point, but you know, I'm getting out there. Some people think that they're demons or other entities. Some pretty big people have been saying, high up people. I'm not even kidding you guys. I'm hearing like an otherworldly noise right now. Almost like a train trying to brake or something, like squealing like that. What was that? Oh man, you guys, coyotes are popping off in response to that noise I heard. That's very odd. First, kind of actually weird thing of the night. This flashlight that was fully charged, it was fully plugged into the wall for days before using it, died after minutes of use. Oh, now it's working again, dude. It was dead. What the dude, that is weird. This is my grandfather's like dependable flashlight, and it is like going in and out of use. Now it's dead again. As soon as I said that, it's dead again. That's weird, you guys. That's weird. Okay. All right, let's kick the old boots off and climb on in. Eyes to the skies. God, I just thought I heard a gunshot in the distance. And while that is a normal sound in Montana, that is not a normal sound where I'm at right now, in the greater Phoenix area. Just in case you guys are wondering, I'm not in like downtown Phoenix. Like just beyond my grandparents' house here is desert for miles and miles. Like hundreds of miles. Don't go thinking I'm in the city. All right, let's climb into bed. This is honestly pretty cozy. I'm exhausted from traveling. I really don't mind it. We'll talk to you guys in a few hours, unless something else pops up. Morning, guys. Made it to dawn. I've got a little hummingbird perched up on the big palm next to me, singing his little song. It was a long night, not super comfortable sleeping out here, and I tried putting it down flat. That didn't help. Nothing odd to report overnight. I stared at the sky for hours last night. Woke up probably again around 3 something, 3:15. Stayed awake for about an hour. Didn't see anything in the sky. We must have hours of footage of the sky from last night. I'm definitely going to review it and see if we see anything odd, but I did not see anything with my own 2 eyes. And it honestly didn't have too bad of a feeling last night. I didn't feel scared or anything, but it was cool to just get back out here with the intention of, scanning the skies and seeing what we could see in the same place that we saw those UFOs 2 years ago. Yeah, it was a beautiful night last night, just millions of stars right above me. If you haven't slept out overnight under the stars ever in your life, I highly recommend it. I started there at Portals to explore the middle ground between what we know to be true and what we feel to be true. And that's what I want to explore here. And while we didn't get any closer maybe to knowing a truth, it was definitely a useful exercise to come out here and reflect on what me and my family had seen those 2 years ago and to just, observe the night sky. It is so beautiful. We may not have found anything last night, but that's why we're out here, to try. I really appreciate you guys coming along. If you enjoyed this episode and you want to see more episodes like this and you want to come along on this journey with us every Friday, 3 p.m. Mountain Time, hit that subscribe button and follow along with us into the future. If you have an idea or suggestion for a future video, place you want us to visit, let us know down in the comments. There are portals, and we will find them.